welcome to Top Rope Rally this week, episode 84, part 1, Ringside News, and let's get started with some very interesting news from WWE.
Interesting.
I don't know who threw that in there, but that's a good thing to do.
Maybe, but also bad to compare.
Yeah, they don't need to compare. No.
Nobody likes WWE compared to the other one.
No, that's like apples to oranges. And some of those oranges really stink, so...
That's true. WWE is gathering more information about its current TV product. They had asked fans when they turn the channel, why they turn the channel, when they watch the most, who they watch the most, blah, 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 blah.
You may have the email out there.
You may. We didn't get it.
I haven't gotten it.
We found out about it online.
Yes.
They also are now asking the fans to compare NXT and WWE and which roster they prefer. Not smart.
No, not smart. You got good... Yeah, it's some...
Good and bad.
Good and bad, because you're like, well, take these and put them on there, and put these on there, but that ruins that product, and this makes this one better, so...
Exactly.
I don't know what they're going to do.
I wish I could just stay in NXT. Like, look at Sasha Banks, look at Bo Dallas, look at Adam Rose, look at Becky Lynch. All of those people I just named came from NXT in the recent, a year or two? And they've done nothing. Everybody's chanting, we want Sasha, but we hardly ever get Sasha. Nope. They don't know how to use Becky Lynch correctly.
Ascension.
Oh, yes, the Ascension, my gosh. It's like they're making a joke out of the stuff, and it's like, I don't understand why Triple H is not standing up for them people. He's the one that's in charge of NXT. He needs to stand up and say, don't make a mockery of what my people look like. You need to build them up. You bring them in.
Because they're kind of being treated like they came from TNA, or when WCW brought them in. If they're not really big, you kind of crapped on them, is what it means. You come from someplace else. We're going to crap on you, then we'll bring you up. How long will you get crapped on? Jeez.
This makes no sense. Also, Randy Orton's injury status after he recovers from his recent shoulder surgery. Randy Orton will likely undergo neck surgery. He might be sidelined for an additional year. So he has to completely, basically recover from the shoulder surgery.
And if they do what they did for Edge and Austin, the neck fusion, it will be a year. A year from after he heals up. So can we say, number 30, Royal Rumble 2017, Randy Orton returns?
There you go.
People go, Randy who?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine a whole year without Randy Orton? And he won't be missed. I'm sorry, he won't be missed. I mean, because he's slowing down. I mean, come back 2017, have your last good year, and go in the Hall of Fame in 2018.
There you go.
Finish it up that way, Randy.
I mean, because with that neck surgery, the way they're doing that with the fusion, your time is ticking. Edge said when he did his retirement speech, he knew he was on borrowed time. Stone Cold said the same thing. Lita also had the neck fusion, so she was on borrowed time. And Chris Benoit also had neck fusion surgery, and he. Because
I'm sorry, Randy. Randy is good, but he is time for him to. He has been. I have to applaud him that he does push people. He doesn't always. It's not always the Randy Orton show. He does let people win.
Right. I mean, in one week he lost to Cesaro, and the same week John Cena beat Cesaro. It's like, that doesn't work.
No.
Those two guys need to be doing the exact same thing, and you putting the guys over. But
because it doesn't hurt them anymore. You're up there. You're not gonna get hurt if you lose. You can lose every freaking match you have in a year, and people love you still.
Yep.
Because they won't remember.
They won't.
But now we're back to 50-50. Okay, I beat you on SmackDown. You beat me on Raw, and we trade wins.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Tyler Breeze and Dolph did. I'm sorry, Dolph got beat by Tyler Breeze. Dolph should still get beat by Tyler Breeze. I'm sorry, Dolph's got 2 years. He's gonna just hang around. So why don't let him just elevate new talent?
Yeah.
So, Mick Foley. Now Mick Foley's been catching a lot of crap on the Facebook and everything.
He has been dogging WWE and how they're using people like Sasha Banks.
Yes.
And how they're booking Raw, and now it makes more sense why he's been really particular about it lately, because WWE hired his son Dewey.
Yes, back in September.
And he knew back in September he'd be starting in the new year.
Yeah, he had to finish up some other stuff, and he said and that's when he would start.
So how interesting is that he's been so vocal about how they're doing things, because maybe Mick Foley's been more passionate about it because he knows his son's coming into a situation that is not that great when it comes to the creative direction of things. But like I told you the other day, when I found out they hired Dewey, there are good things here because not only is Dewey on the creative team now, but also Jimmy Jacobs of Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
So that's 2 non-Hollywood writer type people. So hopefully they can start getting their stuff in there, and it's not just about Hollywood writing.
But it doesn't matter. They had Paul Heyman on the writing team, and what happened to him? If the McMahons don't like it, it doesn't happen. So it's always at their feet.
Well,
Vince can bitch and moan and fire these people.
But
no,
not
it's their decision.
Kinda,
they say this goes and doesn't go.
Kind of, but not really. Think about this. Think about when things were getting really bad, really, really bad. And a certain someone who is a writer for a magazine for the WWE said, we got to step this up and you got to change things. And yes, he had Vince at the helm to correct some of his things and to help him out, but basically the attitude error started off the fact that Vince Russo got into Vince McMahon's ear and said, "You got to change things." You never know what one person's mouth can get.
But it don't matter anymore. Who's our competition? We suck. USA, we're number one USA. Who cares? We have no competition to worry about. Ain't nobody going to leave us unless they're really sick and tired and they want to try something different. They're mostly going to stay with us because we are the only major show around. So why? So you just take it. Here's some more shit. Eat it up. Enjoy it. Here's a napkin because that's what you're going to get.
I like to be a little more optimistic.
I don't think anything major, we're going to see anything major change until Vince is gone.
And that may be the case. And you know what? That's what it is. It is what it is.
But we got crap right now. That's all we're getting is crap.
Well, that's why there's certain things called Ring of Honor.
And I hope that Jimmy Jacobs and Dewey change things. I hope they do. A fresh ideal, fresh things, fresh storylines, just fresh. I mean, if these people are getting wore down, they need to be moved somewhere else. I don't fire nobody. I hate to see people get fired. Right. Just move them somewhere else and bring in fresh ideals. Move to NXT. Hey, y'all work in NXT for a while.
Right.
And then bring some people who's some young thinkers. Have some young thinkers in there. Bring them up. I think we see a change.
Well, that's why I tell people all the time, if you don't like what you're seeing with the WWE, don't watch it.
That's
and
true.
You can watch things like Ring of Honor.
But I am addicted.
You can watch Ring of Honor. You can watch... Well, even then, you could still buy all their DVDs. You could still watch their product. You could still support them. You don't have to watch WWE if you don't want to.
So glad the network added some old stuff.
There you go, and you can always watch the network.
Stampede,
You're still benefiting the
USWA, AWA, Global, Mid-South. I mean, it's great.
You're still benefiting. The WWE's still benefiting from it, but you're benefiting from you get the older stuff to watch. So hopefully they add more stuff to it.
Yes.
Also, Tommy Dreamer returned to WWE at least through January. I did not know that's what they were saying until January.
I read the other day it said till January. So,
but he's not. I don't think he's going to be full time because he's still doing his House of Hardcore stuff.
I mean, he's going to be in the 6 man with the Dudleys. That's pretty much what he's doing. Him and taking on the Wyatts. He may wrestle Wyatt by himself a few times, but you know, he's just there. Hopefully, they're all there to help push the Wyatts.
I hope so,
because that's what needs to happen.
Alberto,
did you see this video?
I saw the video package of it.
It wasn't as bad as the headline, though. I mean, the guy got a few back shots in, and he was like, swamped.
He did.
Alberto went around.
He did grab Del Rio's head, though. He grabbed around his neck. Yes, Alberto Del Rio was assaulted by a fan at last night's World Wrestling Council event in Puerto Rico. He had already committed to do the event to wrestle Ray Gonzalez before he signed on with the WWE.
He's still a champion, though.
Well, and that's is that for WWEC?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, see, they've dropped. No, that's for he's champion for AAA.
He's still a AAA champion.
They took the belt off.
Oh, they didn't take the belt off. Okay.
Yes, they're doing a tournament
to get rid of the belt.
No, WWEC was something totally different. The AAA Mega Champion, he relinquished that belt.
All I kept hearing about him, being champion, and then he went back to WWC. I thought, okay, you go back and drop the belt.
No, he relinquished that belt because he could not get back to AAA, and I think it might have been Rey Mysterio versus John Morrison for the belt. I can't remember who it was, but anyway, I think it was Rey Mysterio and somebody else. But anyway, but Del Rio already had that commitment going, and because they do have a good working relationship with Carlos Colon, then that made it a little more easier for him to go to at least WWC. Also in late breaking, very unfortunate news.
I know. Like I think that come out Thursday. I think it might have been Friday.
Well, he went into a coma, and I think it was because on the way, because I went to an event this weekend,
yes.
And on the way to that event, I was seeing where he had slipped into a coma. He had some kind of I think brain surgery or heart surgery, something. He had a really detailed surgery, and they said that he had then slipped into a coma, and then the very next day, which I think was Friday, they announced that he had passed away at the age of 41. And we were talking about
that age. It's really close home for me.
Yeah, but that person is an ECW original named Meyers. I never personally saw any of his work, but it just it's sad to see anybody. And
I believe I saw what Tommy Dreamer put on Twitter that was one of the first person he wrestled. So
nice. Yeah, I do know he was in the very, 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 very early days of ECW. He was there for quite a while. I don't think he was there till the very end, but he was there early on. And I keep seeing hashtag shush. It's like SHAASH or something like that. I guess that's his little shush shush. I guess that's maybe his noise he makes. I don't know. But anyway, if you don't know anything about him, go on YouTube, check out Hack Meyers, check him out. He's an ECW original, and I mean, I don't know personally, anything about his wrestling, but I'll probably look it up just to see kind of.
And that is another one that we've lost.
Yes, this year has been kind of rough for wrestling.
I know, in our big year, when we look back, it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of rough.
All the people we have died, and all the things
you had Roddy Piper, you had Dusty Rhodes,
Vern Gagne,
you had Nick Bockwinkel,
yeah. That's just to name a few that we just started hearing, but it's just been a year.
It has.
But well, that's about it for Ringside. I mean, it wasn't as large as normal, but that's all we have this week. We start in part 2, in the review, the Royal Rumble. We're on our way to the Royal Rumble.
We are on the way to the Royal Rumble in January.
And they're already smelling Brock Lesnar could win this year's Royal Rumble.
Oh.
Could Brock win it? And we have Brock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
But they're saying they want Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens.
Saying you've heard something different.
I don't see where you haven't heard that.
I've heard it. I've also seen where they don't need to put him against Kevin Owens. Which I don't know. I think the person, we can talk about that later.
I think him and Kevin Owens would be
a good match.
And it could be for the Intercontinental title, make the title look better.
Well, if they're talking like anybody independent person from Ring of Honor, sudden, when they face Brock, they have a more tendency to get hurt. And like, what?
Who got hurt when they faced Brock that was Ring of Honor?
They're saying
Rollins didn't get hurt. He got hurt facing Kane.
Yes, but he did face Brock. They're saying the toll that Brock takes on you will make you weaker. I know that's bad.
It's called you work 300 days a year.
The other day we have John Cena and Undertaker taking on Brock. Then that'll be it.
So either way, that's stupid to say. Yeah. That's like comparing apples to oranges too, as well. You can't say Brock Lesnar, he took a toll on me. I fought him one time and I couldn't handle him as death and it hurt me. No, that has nothing to do with it. Because number one, he landed on his leg and hurt his knee. Plus, what does Brock Lesnar do? He throws you on your back. He throws you with suplexes. So if anything, if you had a broke neck, it would be a little bit different.
And also, it would help. I mean, any guy, Cesaro, Owens, anybody like that, it helps her career to beat somebody like Brock. Brock doesn't need to win. It doesn't affect Brock way more.
But I would like to see Intercontinental Championship on the line with Kevin Owens taking on Brock Lesnar. I don't want to see Roman Reigns.
It makes it so much bigger. It makes the Intercontinental title stand out more.
You don't need Brock and Roman Reigns.
But I'm sorry to say, I hate to say it, but going to the Royal Rumble, if Roman Reigns is not champion or is not in the title match, I would not be surprised to see him win the Rumble.
Of course.
Which Sheamus Reigns for the main event? Yeah, thank you.
That's why I'm hoping.
100,000 seat people, you've got to get better with these.
So I'm thinking Sheamus is going to lose it, of course, before WrestleMania 2 Roman Reigns.
So, well, that is it
I
for
say
part
do a Royal Rumble, but that's me.
It'd be okay if you lost the Royal Rumble, then you'd have the Royal Rumble winner. And then you go, you have the match is set that night, and you roll from there. Fill in everything, all the other blinks in. Yeah. But like I said, we're going to start the Royal Rumble. We're going to talk about 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92. but they're very short, so it doesn't seem that bad. Trust me. Because we only like have 4 or 5 matches on each card. So.
That's true. We're not giving you all 30 people.
No,
So
we are not giving all 30 people.
It will not take that long.
No, it'd be like 1 Rumble per week then.
That's true.
But come on back right here to Top Rope Reality. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm just a cow.
We'll see in a few clicks. But yeah, I mean, it's just